Hello, hello. Evening, everyone. Good evening, boss. How are you doing tonight? I don't have sound for your animation yet. I'm sorry. Soon. I will work on it. I hope you had a nice day. I hope you're not too tired. Okay, so tonight we'll be working on this. First, there's something I want to show you about the specular light aliasing issue we were having last time. I think it's entirely fixed, or as fixed as it can be, and I want to show you why. And then we'll be working on this. This is something I worked on Friday and today during the day. I'm quite happy with the result, and I want to show you what it is and what I'm using it for. But first, let me show you the lights. So if you remember, we were having quite bad specular light aliasing. Oh, tiny issue maybe. Maybe I should show this. Yeah, better. Okay. So as you can see, aliasing is like mostly gone, as is my FPS. What is going on? Okay. Yeah, just a Godot editor using almost 5 gigabytes of VRAM. Everything's fine. Or if I just clean this up, will it go down? A bit, not that much. Okay, let me see if it's enough. You didn't went to sleep yet? For now, the sleepiness is okay. Okay. I hope it stays that way. We have fun stuff to do tonight. Yeah, the FPS is back. Okay, so the aliasing. So we were having specular aliasing. So it's where we have catch light, right? Specular light. It was quite bad. And I was investigating different causes. And it turns out it was a bit of everything, right? How many EBC bots have you running in the background again? Why? Was it multiple boss portraits being on my screen? I think it's just one running. So aliasing is gone. As you can see, it looks quite nice. My PC was so hardworking. All right. It was Godot. It was Godot. I know why. My fault. Anyway, so everything's fixed, and I haven't really done too much. Part of it was reducing or increasing the roughness slightly on some materials. That was part of the problem. Part of it was the lights. They were like, I was making it pretty hard for the engine because of the light being coming from the top, very harsh, onto a very sharp surface with tiny bevels, 2mm bevels, and a very shiny and 100% metallic surface. So it was tough on the engine. So what I did is I increased the bevels to 3mm. That made a huge difference already. Then I decreased or increased the roughness a bit. I think it was 0.3, now it's 0.4, 0.5, something like that, roughness. So halfway between shiny and rough. And I tweaked the lights to be a bit more forgiving. And that's it. It's entirely fixed. Something else that I did, I made sure that there was no edge of glass directly below light. See, this door here is made of glass, but I added just a bit of plastic on top so the edge of the glass wouldn't be hit by the light. That also didn't help. And I also removed any bevel on glass surfaces. That helped a lot. They wouldn't have been surprised. Genius. I have to confess, I'm slightly confused, Steffi, what are we talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. And that's it. I consider this room to be done. I still need to work on adding buttons and levers and stuff here, but I don't think I will be doing that on stream. The reason is it's going to be tied to mechanics, and those mechanics, I don't want to reveal them yet, so I'm probably not going to do it. What I will do on stream though, regarding mechanics, is working on an inventory system. It's going to be very, very lightweight. I don't think I want an inventory UI unless I really have to. If I can, I want to keep it in world. So you pick an item, you have it, and you need to use it somewhere. You just use it if you have it, right? And there's a bit of maybe an overlay saying like you need this or that. You know, if you don't have the item that's required, and that's it. I think it's going to be that simple. Behind the scenes, it's going to be like a regular inventory system, but I'm not sure I want a UI. The same as with like interacting here. Do I want an overlay saying press X, you know, to push the button? I don't know. It feels very gamey. I don't think the game should have that. I'm a bit torn between. I think it looks nice, but at the same time, it looks polished and nice, but at the same time, it probably doesn't fit the game. I don't know. It's genius to put a bit of plastic. There's the glass won't have direct exposure to the light. Yeah. Thank you. It's yeah. I had to find ways to fix the problem. It was like reflecting like crazy because it's glass, right? So I had to find a way. Also, putting bevels on glass is a really bad idea. At least like. For this. So yeah, everything's good. I'm quite happy with the result. The room is a bit more lit than before. You might have noticed that. It's not as dark as it used to be. The main reason is the spaceship is already pretty dark, right? So I need to add a bit more variety. The elevator is very light, but pretty much everything else is quite dark. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to make the computer room the most moody room ever. I'm going to make it a bit more lit, a bit brighter. Not as bright as this, but still quite bright, to have more variety. Okay, that was the specular light aliasing problem. Something else I did. Let me show you. I'm going to go to deck 4 for that. We can see it, yeah. So you might remember I was using a skybox for space, right? Everything was just a skybox. I decided to do something different, and now I have maybe not a star system, like it's quite simple still, but I think it looks good. Oh yeah, I can see it here. That's the planet we're orbiting, and it's an actual mesh. It's a sphere with a bunch of stuff added to it, so it would, glow a tiny bit. There's a rim. I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but there's a rim around it on at least the side that is lit. I can maybe hide the ship temporarily just so you can see. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So you see it glows a tiny bit. It also rotates, so it spins, right? You have rotations, and the clouds are animated. Don't know if it's very obvious because it's very, very slow, but if you look at the day-night edge here, you can see that the planet is rotating very, very slowly, right? And also if you just focus on a cloud, like this one here, you will see that it's not static, it's moving very slowly, but I think it adds a bit more life and makes it a bit more like realistic, right? And yeah, so that's not a skybox, obviously, because a skybox is static, and that's the main issue I was having with it. I wanted something that would be dynamic. This is it. There's also a star. This is also a mesh plus a light. You can see that it's at the edge here, it's more obvious that it's rotating. Of course, the ship is also rotating, so it's a lot of rotation going on. And the way this is done is actually fairly simple. I will show you. Space. So space has its own environment. That is very important because I want to render space separately, and then it's composited. You have everything else, the 3D world, and then you have space behind it in its own viewport. And the viewport has its environment. The environment has, I still use a skybox. This is the skybox, but it's just for the faraway stars and the nebula. And then I have a lot of glow. And that is the key. I don't want it to be rendered too like sharp. I want it to glow. I want it to be a bit soft if I start the game. And wait, and disable glow. Now it's very like sharp and dull. I really don't want that. What I want is some bloom, you know, some contrast. I want the edge to be soft. I want the rim to be quite like visible. So you have that. Then you have adjustments. I just bumped the saturation and brightness a tiny bit, so it would pop a bit more. And then this is my origin, and everything, it's just a pivot point. And then everything is a child of that origin node. I have the star. The star is just, it's very, very simple. This is just a sphere with a material that is emitting like crazy. That's the max I could get. And then I have a directional light, so it's behaving like the sun. Directional light in Godot is basically, you know, the sun. So it's the light is infinitely far away, and it's emitting in a direction. So it's directional. That's about it for the sun. And then the red planet is it has its pivot point. You will see in a second why. I have the planet itself. It's also a mesh, just a cylinder, right? And it has a material. The material is just a texture, right? That's it. There's nothing else, I think. And then around it, I have a second sphere that is a tiny, tiny bit bigger. So if we look at the planet, it's 500 meters radius. The atmosphere is 516 meters radius. It's just a tiny bit bigger. And this one has just a shader for this rim around it. So it's like the thickness of the atmosphere of the planet. And I made a shader for that. And then you have the clouds. The clouds are in between the rim and the planet itself. It's just 1 meter bigger than the planet. And it's just a texture of clouds, right? So that's the basic idea. I'm just layering things to get the final look that I want. And then I have animation players. There is one for the rotation of the planet. So if you see, I can zoom in a bit. You can see that that's the main rotation of the planet, and everything rotates with it because the atmosphere and the clouds are children of the planet, right? Everything rotates. Then I have the clouds, and they have their own rotation. That gives the effect of the clouds moving over time. It's very, very slow, but it's there. And then I have the atmosphere. And the atmosphere is, you see that edge here that is lit? It's quite thin, and it glows. And the way it's done is it's just a shader. It's actually very simple, a very simple shader. All I'm doing is computing the the dot product to get like the edge and the fall off, and then I'm just reducing its alpha based on the sun direction. And the sun direction is this uniform, so it's a, think of it as a variable that is fed to the shader constantly with the direction of the light in relationship with the direction or the position of the planet. So I compute every tick, every engine tick, I compute the direction of the light hitting the planet, and that becomes my sun direction, and I set the shader parameter sun direction with that direction, right? Every tick. So it's constantly updated. Of course, here you can't see that, like it feels like the wrong side of the planet has this rim or atmosphere like glow. It should be on the other side, but at runtime, it's actually the correct one. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can. All around it here, right? That's it. That's all there is to it. But I think it looks quite good. I'm very happy with the result. It's quite convincing. Something else that I played with a bit is the dimensions and the relationships between the objects in space. Like obviously the star isn't the size of a real star, right? So you need to think about like how far away you want it to put it so that it feels like it's like infinitely far away, and what should be the size of your planet. The planet is actually 500 meters radius, so 1 kilometer in diameter, which is quite big. But it's not like, obviously not as big as a real planet. And the star is actually much smaller. It's only 20 meters by radius, so 40 meters diameter. And the reason is it's far away enough so that it feels like it's infinitely far away, so there's no parallax problem. But still, it's not as far away as a real star would be. But what I tried to get is the relationship right so that the star would feel like it's very, very far away when the camera rotates around the planet, and it wouldn't like look obviously like a small object in space, right? The distances are, the star I think is 2 kilometers away from the origin. Let me check. I might be wrong. No, it's the pivot point. Yeah, it's 2 kilometers away on the z-axis, so the blue line, and the planet is just a few 700 meters away from the origin. So it's not, obviously it's not real scale, but from the perspective of the spaceship, it looks convincing, and that's all that matters. If we run the game again, maybe show the spaceship. Thank you. And I will go to the dome, so deck 1. And look up. Yeah, so you can see the planet. So the spaceship is rotating for artificial gravity, and the planet is also on orbit around the sun, and it's rotating on itself. Plus you have the clouds that are very, very slowly drifting. And all of this give you this effect. I think it looks quite good. I'm quite happy with it. I don't know if we can see the star right now. No, we can't. Yeah, it looks big. Like it looks like could be a planet, right? In terms of distance and size. Even though it's just 500 meters. I mean, 500 meters is huge, but obviously not the size of a planet. I think it looks good. I'm quite happy with it. What do you think? Very relaxing. Can we just stand here and watch? Yeah, sure. What I like is I might have to restart the game and run to deck 4. No music today. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay. Okay, good. I thought I was lost in space. Am I at deck 4? Yeah. Music. I forgot about music. Yeah, you're right. So I just want to get to my cabin. Because I placed it so that from the cabin, even from the bed, jump on the bed. Yeah, no, okay. You know, while it's rotating, I'm gonna start the music. Do. Okay, there you go. Did you fix that bug already? Which bug? I'm just waiting for... Might speed it up a tiny bit. It's a bit slow. Look at that nebula. So I made sure the view from your cabin was the best it could be. Basically, I want to see the brightest nebulas, and I want to see the planet we're orbiting around. The elevator... Oh, no, I haven't fixed it. The problem is there's no real pose yet. I'm not posing the engine. Oh, here it comes. Look at that. Nice view. I think it's like really cool that this is the view you get when you start the game, you know? Because the player, the first time they will run the game, they won't really know what to expect, right? And they will be stuck in that room for a few seconds, not too long, but enough to look outside and see the red planet. Do you think it's the planet is rotating a bit too slow? Like, it's a bit of a compromise, because if you make it like rotate around itself in, like, let's say 24 hours, it's gonna be so slow nobody will ever notice. They would have to just stand there for hours to notice any difference. So right now I think it rotates on itself in around like 10 minutes. But maybe even that might feel a bit too slow. You demand a button in the menu that will hide the spaceship so we can float in space. Can join the screensaver view. I might have something for you. So something else I did. I reworked the start menu. Initially it was just I wanted, you know, to have to use my new space scene. But then I thought I could do something better, and this is what I ended up with. And it's in sync with the music, of course. Maybe you should stop the music. Look at the star, where it will land. I think this is really cool, to be honest. I'm quite happy with it. Initially I thought it might be too much, but the more I see it, the more I like it. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I have two problems with it though. One is I had to make the UI a bit more opaque, less transparent, because now the planet is going like across it. I'm not entirely sure about that. And second, I think I need to planet to stay a bit more lit. So I need to change the camera angle a bit so that there's always at least a bit of the planet that is lit. Right now it's almost completely backlit. So I don't know. I think it's a bit too much. That's what I want to do tonight. We can have a look at space. Where is it? Start menu space. Yeah. Whoa, it's a lot of lines. Okay. So we have an instance of space. That's the menu. I mean, that's the scene that runs in the start menu. We have, so that's just space. It's the same as the space scene. It's just an instance of it. And then I just stopped the animation player because obviously there's no ship rotating. The camera and the animation player that animates camera movement. So it's quite simple. All it does is animate its position and animate its rotation. And what I want to do now is just what did you notice earlier? It's a bit too backlit. There's a lot of delay, I think, between me and the chat. So I'm gonna run the game. Window in windowed mode, so it's inside the editor. What did you notice, Steffi? Okay. And I'm gonna let it play, and at the end I'm gonna adjust it to get the final rotation and angle I want. Oh, that the star ends up at the end. Yeah. Exactly at the center of the logo. And there's a reason for that. I don't know if I should spoil it, but there's actually meaning behind that. You'll have to play the game. Maybe you can already like guess, I think. I'm gonna speed it up. Okay. So I want to have the planet being... I want to see more of the planet, basically. So if I take my camera, I can hide... Come on. Oh, gee. The game has focus. Okay. So I'm gonna make everything a bit smaller so I can see a bit more. Okay. I think that's good. So this is the final position of the camera. And I want to change it so that I see a bit more of the okay, so not the y-axis. The problem is everything's rotated in like various ways. So what if I do 60? No. I think it's too far away. I think maybe if I do like 300. Where is the camera? This is the camera. Okay. Like, what if I move it like this, you know? What do we see then? Is it replaying? Oh, no, okay. Okay, so maybe, you know, something like that, but a bit further away still. Maybe something like that would be good. Now I just need to tweak it a bit. Just gonna test, right? Maybe I should have committed my changes first. Do I have uncommitted changes? Before I make a mess. Because I like the animation, so I don't know if I will get anything better than that. Come on. I obviously have changes. Seeing how long it takes. Forever. Come on. Oh my. Okay. Why is taking so much CPU? Okay, it's done now. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is... No, that I don't want. Okay. Change the start menu camera animation. That's it. Okay. Now we're safe. We can play with it. So this is not too far off. So is the rotation, I don't know what is what. So I'm just gonna play with it. See what does what. Okay. Okay. And maybe this needs to be flat. It's pretty good. There's gonna be a lot of trial and error just getting there. Okay. So rotation, I wanted maybe like 5 degrees. No, the other way around. Okay. 15 degrees. 0. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Oh! Is that perfect? That perfect. Looks like it. Okay, so I'm gonna take a screenshot because I never know when Godot resets values. It shouldn't right now because the game is running. But I'm gonna take position, and in the animation player I'm gonna take this value and paste this instead. Paste. Okay. Come on. I think I lost it. See what I said? So I have my screenshot somewhere. Here we are. So minus 3, 15, and 40. Minus 3, 15, and 40. Okay. Let's see what it looks like. Boom, perfect. Yeah. Is this gonna land exactly where it needs to? Hard to believe. Oh yeah. That better? Sure, Nico, sure. The thing is, I'm not sure it's better. Let's do reset the speed scale to what it was and run it again. Yeah, I mean, I like the final look. I think the animation, the camera movement is not as good. Well, should have left it running because I want to tweak it more. Maybe one thing that we can do is make the... There are two things being animated, right? Position, so that's the camera moving in space, and it's rotation, that's just rotating so that the star lands exactly where we want it to land. But the position wasn't being animated until the end, so now I just stretched that so it will keep moving until the final position. Let's see if that looks better. You think you don't like that it stops? Was it a problem before? Or is it just in this new version that you don't like it? You, you don't like that it stops here, right? Maybe it's just too abrupt, or is it weird that it stops here and it was fine in the previous version? Do you see what I'm saying? Because what we could do is change the easing so that it's very slow. Like that. And this is already more or less easing. Does that feel better? What you see is Udai, welcome. What you see is parallax effect. The planet is a lot closer to you or to the camera than the stars. They're infinitely far away in comparison. Steffi, you see now? It's gonna end very slowly. That better? I think it's better. But I want to try moving the camera. Like rotating it so that maybe the planet ends up on the left. That's much better. Yeah, I agree. I don't understand why it says my camera's... Oh yeah, it's the rotation here. Come on. Okay. So, I think there's not enough movement. I'm wondering if maybe we do like 800. Like we move it further away. And we rotate it. Whoa, maybe not that. Is this the right? I don't even know. Okay. No. Yes. Okay. Okay. I don't know if that's gonna be good, but no, that's not gonna be good. I need to rotate it more. Okay. We could just move it like... Okay, this is... I can't think in like rotated space like that. Oh no, it's not the camera going fast for stylish effect. It's not like speeding up time. It's just the camera moving further away, right, from the planet. But it's not like not like I'm speeding up time, and then the stars should move really fast, right? I don't know what value I had. Okay. That doesn't change much. Where is my star? Where is my star? Yeah, that's exactly what I don't want. So I'm gonna do 0. Okay, here's the star. And I want to rotate it so that it ends up here. Well, if I do... This is so weird. Like, I don't even know where to go. I'm just guessing, basically. Okay, I think now if I just rotate it, I should be good. I'm gonna go one step at a time. Wrong. Better. Yeah. Okay. In. Too much. Not bad. Not exactly there, but not bad. 11. Not zoomed in enough. I wish when I'm running the game, I could just zoom in a bit more, you know. I think 12.5. Oh, that's too much. It looks pretty good to me. So minus 100, minus 800, 800, 10, 12, 2, 40. Will you remember that? I'm gonna take a new screenshot. Okay. Minus 100, minus 800, 800. Okay. Minus 100, minus 800, 800. And it reset everything. Where's my screenshot? Okay. Oh, it was almost hidden. We're about to type that in chat. That would be more useful, actually. Because this, I'm going to lose that window as soon as I type and focus on the Godot window. So it is 10, 12, 2, and 40. Okay. Let's try it. Oh, maybe... Well, that's good enough for now. This is like... I don't know. Doesn't have the gravitas that the previous version had. Very timid. I didn't even have time for you to type it. Sorry. Okay. Ooh, Borty, welcome in. I have a surprise for you. I promised you on stream I would do that, and I did.
Hi, hello, hi, it's me, Fortress. That's me. Hi, hello, here's... No! Nico, hi!
That's a V2 of the sound effect for, for when you join the chat. How are you doing? I hope you like V2. I think it's a lot better than V1. Okay, Borty, what we're doing, I will show you. We're working on... I have this new space environment. Previously, I was just using a skybox, which is just to say it's a texture that is being rendered as the sky, or in my case, space, but it's just an image, right? So it was static, and there wasn't much I could do about it, except paint more planets, but it was just an image. So I changed it so that now it's actual like star system or solar system with a star at the center and a planet rotating around it. And the planet has clouds that are moving. I can show you the clouds moving. I can zoom in a bit more, like here. You see clouds are moving very slowly, of course. and the planet is rotating because it's a planet, right? The planet's rotating, the clouds are slowly drifting, and I have this rim light, this glow that's only on the side that is lit. That's the atmosphere of the planet. And what I did then is change the start menu so that the camera would move away from the planet. And, I'm going to show you the previous version. I'm not happy with the new one, by the way. I'm going to commit that as temp and revert to that because I think it was better. But I'm still not happy with it, but we'll get there. And this is the new start menu. I think I know what I want. It takes a while. Of course, most players will hit play, right, on new game. If you wait a bit more. Almost there. Haha. I think it's nice. It's in sync with the music, and it looks good. What I don't like about it is you don't see the planet for very long. And I think that's, could be better. So we tried something just now, and I wasn't super happy about it. So I'm going to try something else. What I'm going to try is the camera ends up at 700 minus 260. Looks really cool. Thank you. I think it looks really nice. The only part I'm not happy with is the fact that the planet is backlit for like half the shot. Initially, it looks super cool, and the end shot is nice with the star being aligned within the logo. I think it looks super nice. And it's also like it makes sense if you know the story and the world. It makes total sense. So I think it's really cool. What I don't like is for most of the camera movement, the planet is completely backlit. We have slight artifacts on the edges because, aliasing problems again. And the planet is cool. I want to see it more, I'm trying to find something that would look nice and still like give us that effect. Just turn the camera a bit, but it's a bit complicated because, or maybe, wait. You know what I could do instead? I could take that camera, paste it here. You see, and that gives me a view. And then I take the start menu. I take the logo. No, maybe I can't do that. Maybe I can do that. I can take all of that. Oh, all of that. Copy. Add a canvas layer on top and paste that. And then no, it's not going to work. Too bad. But I can at least try and place the camera. So I know roughly like the star needs to end about here. A bit tiny for you maybe. That's, I have a camera view. Maybe I can make it bigger. Here. I know it needs to end around here. And I know right now, in my animation, the final position of the camera currently is 700 meters minus 200 and 600. And rotation, I don't care. But if I do like halfway, 360 minus 100 and 300. 350. What was it? Minus 100 and 300. That's still, you see, that's still too much. I don't see enough of planet. So I need to change it. What do I want instead? No. This is better. But we end up with the same problem where 700 minus 200, 600. Thank you, Steffi. Okay, I'm going to stop taking screenshots and I will rely on you for the values, okay? So my problem is, what I didn't like with the previous version is there was not a lot of movement, you know? So if we keep doing the same thing, maybe I can just rotate it a bit more. Camera, focus on the camera and on its local axis. Maybe, come on. Maybe that's gonna be easier, like rotating it in the world like that, you know? Come on. Let me grab that. You know, maybe I want it like this. And then like, you know, something like that. Not placed like exactly, but it's not too far off. Like this. Maybe, yeah, this is easier. Something like that. You know, I don't know if that's exactly where the logo is, but it can't be too far away. Boss, can you screenshot that? We can try this. We have ads in 4 minutes. Let me know when you have the values. Oh, I can take a screenshot, and if you don't have the values, then it's okay. If you have them, it'll be handy anyway. Okay. So if I'm gonna make this camera not current, but I'm gonna keep it for now. Position or rotation? Both. I'm sorry. I need both. I'm gonna make it not the current one. And are you good? You could took a screenshot. Awesome. And now I can take this one. Oh, it's actually the animation player. The camera. Okay, I forgot what it was already. 9, 8. I need to find my screenshot. Minus 0.582 and 299.99. And rotation was 7.5 degrees, 21.3, and 1331. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Okay, so initially it's quite good. Bit slow, maybe. No, that's good. I think it's good. Not gonna land when it needs to. Okay. It's not exactly where it needs to be. Not too far off. We can work with that, but do we like this animation? I'm not sure. What made the previous one better? I'm not super happy about this. Just feels slow because we are waiting for it to end in the middle. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think this is worse than the previous version for some reason. Even if it, I mean, doesn't land exactly where it needs to, but that doesn't... I think initially that's good. This I like. Ads in 40 seconds. I'm gonna speed up the animation. You just feels like it's rotating because. I guess that's it. That's what I don't like about it. You know? Yeah. I don't know. There's something off. It's not as good as the previous version. Okay, so we've got ads in 5 seconds. I'm gonna take a short break and I will be right back. See you. Hey, I'm back. Feels like it's rotating to rotate. Yeah. Before it felt a bit more intentional. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, we still have ads. Steffi, you said you don't like that the big planet is almost out of sight in the current version towards the end. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I don't like it. I'm actually going to revert it. Yeah, that was definitely better. Coffee break. Yeah, my commands are a bit dumb. If you put anything after them, it doesn't work. If you want to send me a coffee, you have to send me just a coffee. Nothing else. I'm gonna try something different then. I'm gonna try. Hey, welcome back. I hope the ads were fun. So it's rotating. Maybe it's rotating too much. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the issue. Like 12, 27, 122. What if I do 6? It's not gonna land anywhere near where it needs to, but I want to see what the planet looks like. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. We'll try something else. Divide that by 2. And same for this. So we're going to do 350 minus 100, 300. Sorry. Thank you. I keep forgetting about that. Okay, I like that we see more of the planet now. Or you walked away for a second. No worries. Okay, I like that a lot better. Now if it could land in place, that would be perfect. We'd see just enough of the planet now. Oh, but with the menu, it's probably not gonna work. Is the music of the game too loud, by the way? I'm gonna try anyway. I'm gonna try and place it. Not too loud. Okay, cool. What value 400? No, so 200. Just going to eyeball it. Get it more or less where it needs to be. That's not gonna look good. Okay. About right. Ah. Okay. Yeah, we can't see the planet anymore. Yeah, I need to change the position. That's never gonna look good. I think I need a better system to animate this. I need a better system than that. This is not good enough. Okay, this was about okay. Gonna change it to 20. No, minus. Oh, 0. Okay. Then. Huh. It's almost out of sight as well. Now we're back to the same problem as before. You know? Come on. Okay, let's say this is... It's not placed exactly, but anyway... I mean, this is gonna be boring again, I guess. I'm just gonna try that. See what it's like. Hey, Mooncubes. Yeah, I'm using Fedora. Hello, Linux user. Yep. I've been daily driving Linux for 20 years. It doesn't land anywhere near where we wanted it to land. Eh, that's not what we want. Okay. What's wrong with this? What is wrong with this? Hmm. I'm not sure I can do what I want to do. I'm not sure I know exactly what I want to do. I know something. There's something I don't like. I'm gonna revert again and replay it. So the only thing I don't like, because I think it looks great. This is all great. Really like it. It's fast, it's snappy, it's floaty, which is appropriate. The only thing I don't like is now we can only see the edge because it's completely backlit. And then here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a bit, we have some aliasing problems. It's small, but it's there. Otherwise, I think this looks great. Yeah, I think this looks great. It fits like a glove, yeah. Right? The problem, oh yeah, and Boti, I haven't told you about how I fixed the aliasing problems in the spaceship. I will show you in a minute. So basically the problem, if I run it in full screen, Hey Steffi, welcome back. So the problem is, it's a very strong and harsh light against a sphere, and it's almost completely backlit. So up until here, it's fine, right? There's no problem. I don't know with the compression if you can see it well, especially in motion, but here, right now, here, we see some aliasing. And the thing is, I think I could fix it by just ramping up the polygon count like crazy. But I don't want to. It's a bit much to pay just for a planet, you know? And here, like, yeah, again, like, for like a fraction of a second. So, and the way to fix it, it's just to have a more forgiving light. And a more forgiving light is not being as backlit as much. Can be backlit, but not such a harsh angle. Need to turn it around a bit. Maybe what I need to do is actually, I'm going to try something. Project settings, mode, I'm going to do windowed again, close. So I'm going to take the camera, go here, look at its properties. Come on, take a screenshot. Okay. Keep that screenshot with me. By the way, Mooncubes, what are you using Linux as well? I guess so. Are you a game dev too? And I'm gonna go into space, add a camera, make sure it's 50 degrees. Okay, and I'm gonna take this, copy value. So I know that's the final position that we have currently. Paste value, copy value, Placed value. Okay, that's the, I hope you can see that. That's the final shot, right? That's exactly where we need the sun to be, precisely there. The only problem is this very, is it like this at the end? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay. And I just want to turn it around, but keep the sun at the same place. So I want the camera to be turned left. Or right. Slightly. I'm just going to focus on the camera, go into its local transform. What if I rotate on the y-axis? Is that doing what I want it to do? No, absolutely not. So it has to be x. Or is it just too far away? It is too far away. It is too far away. So the camera is looking that way. Right, yeah. Looking that way, completely rotated. If I go like this and I go into its x, oh, z-axis, gonna zoom in a bit more. I guess that this is it. I'm moving the sun a bit, but not too much. I mean, the sun, it's not the sun, but okay. Could this be it? What do you think? This shot here on the right. I will have to tweak the position of the sun a bit, but you know, I think it was just too far away. Something like that, and then I just rotate it a bit to place the sun where I want it to be. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the final scene from 2001: A Space Odyssey, actually, now. Currently working using Void Linux, and yes, you also try to make some games in your free time. Oh, working on a space/economy sim. Nice. Space like in spaceship, sci-fi. Okay, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try this. Oh, come on, don't do that. And what engine are you using? Mooncube. I took a screenshot of that, and I will make it not current. It's not current. That's good. And here I will just paste those values. Yeah, if you have a Steam page for it, feel free to share. We said 356.97 minus 23.142 and minus 85.97. Could have typed 86, but okay. 12.3. It's almost the same. Almost the same. So it's just closer. Okay, let's see. Houston, we have a problem. I don't know what I'm looking at, but it's glitching like crazy. Can you share links? Yeah, sure, you can share links. As long as it's like games or things you've worked on, that's totally fine. Okay. So, have a look at that camera again. I need to be smart about it so that the closer I bring it, obviously the more it's lit. I think I also need to rotate it. It's gonna be this one then. Yeah. I'm gonna rotate it that way. That way. That way. Okay, I lost it. The engine. Okay, let me have a look. It's game engine written in Rust using OpenGL and SDL2. Nice. Oh, I see the flake.nix. Are you using NixOS? Or just Nix package? This is the repo to the engine. Used NixOS for a while before Void. Before that, you used Debian. Yeah, nice. I used NixOS for about 2 years. I eventually stopped. I mean, I think Nix is great. Could be the future of Linux. But I eventually left because I was having too many problems with GNOME, the desktop. It was just like packaging GNOME on NixOS was just a pain, and I did send some patches, and I think I'm still part of the NixOS maintainer group on GitHub. I left it years ago, and it was just too much pain. And then I realized it's so different from anything else, that packages that are a bit complex and that have like many dependencies like GNOME, and I think KDE is quite well packaged, but GNOME, I don't think it is. Even today, I see issues that I was working on like 5 years ago. They're still open. So I like it in principle. I think it's great. It's probably great if you use a simple like window manager or something like that. But for a desktop like GNOME, which I use, I don't know. I don't feel like it's ever going to be as polished as Fedora can be, or Debian, or Ubuntu, or Arc. But I think it's great. Like in theory, it's really, really good. Okay, so we end up with this. Is this going to be good? Chat, is this going to be good? Could this be it? I'm going to copy values again. Let's take a screenshot. Final screenshot. I could also, you know what I could do? Is play it in the, I think I'm going to do that actually. I'm going to take those values, which is 0, 0. No, can't be. Can it be? 0, 0. Yes, I'm going to do that. I've been stupid. Animation player. No. Animation player. New camera. And I'm going to animate the camera position and rotation in this scene. Because why not? Right? I don't want to reset tracks. I don't care. It's temporary. It's just for me to test. Create. Those are the final values. I'm going to move them at like 20 seconds. I'm going to insert a key here, move those at 0, 0, 0. Okay, and this is 20 seconds, 30 seconds, don't care. Okay, so now we're moving the camera. So if I select the camera, we see what it sees, and I can just move like this. So we do lose sight of the planet. And we're not like, yeah, the position goes from 0. Yeah, we need it to be much further away than that. Be interesting. Actually, in the other direction. Because what I want is the camera to move in space, not just rotate. With this, it's going to look like it's just rotating. Oh, wait. Camera. Thank you. Nah, that's going to be bad. It's just rotating. Yeah, maybe if I start the rotation later, it's going to look good. That's better. I like that. And then it just rotates for the sake of it. Who's Chad? Said chat with a T. Fingers crossed. Thank you. No, but that's not it. This is harder than I thought. It needs to start rotating initially. Otherwise, it's going to feel random. We've established that. So it's like we're drifting in space, right? This is good, but maybe if the initial position, instead of, we end at 300 meters. What if we start at minus 300? So we start, we have a very good view of the planet. Then we move far away. Still not convinced. What's wrong with that? The problem is this here. Like, this is good. We're going further away. I can buy that. Maybe, you know, with a nice easing, like we start slow and we end slow. Initially, there's not much rotation. Then it speeds up. Then it settles, you know? Something like that could work, but I don't like this here, where we don't see the planet anymore. Yeah. So instead, I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna keep tweaking this so that it's just the rotation. What if I go here, disable the rotation, then animate? Yeah, now it's good. So it's a matter of finding the correct distance so that the rotation lands the star at the center and we never lose track of the planet. Good luck finding that. I'm going to try like widely different values. And then, wait, I need to enable the rotation. Okay, so we know we want the star about there. We also know we can't have the camera like this. So maybe if we stay closer, that be it. We stay like this. Then we rotate like this. Maybe move. You know, could that be it? Let's try. No, we completely lose sight of it. It's even worse. Your brain is not able to understand all those rotations, can't compute. Same step, same. Sorry. Yeah, it's not just rotating, it's also moving in space. Like, if we do top view, I'm going to see it moving. Oh, come on, let me see it from further away. View, settings. Come on, settings. No. View settings, yeah. View. Okay, so that's the camera That's front view. That's top view. From top, the camera is doing this. It's kind of weird if you think about it. So it's moving, and this is front view. Yeah, kind of weird. So now you see it in all directions. I like that it's moving away. Like this, I like very much. Right, this is good. Maybe that's all we need. Maybe the animation was just too fancy, you know? Nah, I don't know. I liked what we had, and now I don't like it anymore. Like the new version is worse. Whatever I try, it's just worse than the thing we had. Yeah, I think I'm. Oh, Godot doesn't like it either. Quit it. Godot. Just use static PNG like the good old days. That's what I was using. That's what I was using, a skybox with an HDRI, which is basically what you're saying. The only thing is, it is static. I don't want that. This was just an opportunity to animate it and make it look a lot nicer. And I think I'm not sure I can get a better shot than this, actually. This is actually looking really good. Just that edge aliasing or specular aliasing that's bothering me, but yeah, I don't know if I can do better than that. It's the best of them all. Yeah, I know, but yeah, I'm still annoyed with the specular light aliasing on the edges, like here. But yeah, I think it's the best. I agree. And you know, usually when you make an animation, if you know what you're going for, once you have it, don't touch it. And I keep touching it. And I know it's probably not gonna get anywhere, but I also know I'm not gonna get rid of the specular aliasing if I don't tweak it. So what can I do? What can I do? But yeah, I promised. I'm gonna take a just short break from this, and I'm gonna show you the. Oh wait, I need to run it in full screen. Why it stopped so quickly? It stopped so quickly because I'm not easing the animation, which I need to do. We did that with Steffi earlier, but I haven't saved it, I think. Especially the rotation you need to ease. I'm gonna ease in and out. And run that in full screen. Okay, I'm gonna try this and I'm gonna show you both TD. Let's pretend those are little thunderstorms on the planet. Actually, you know, if I could just stop here and rotate it in place, would that even make sense? Like here, you know? Like halfway through. The hood eye, it should be slower towards the end now. It just slowly snap into place. Oh, that's too slow. That's a bit too slow now. I need to find a middle ground, but you get the idea. Problem solved. That's a CRT effect. Yeah, maybe not. Joke aside, am I using any... I'm using 2x MSAA. I could enable FXAA. I don't want TAA because I know it's going to soften everything and do 4x here. Maybe that's going to look better. I don't know. You like it that slow? Much better? Okay. Can keep it like that. Nah, it's not even better. I mean, can't get better with MSAA because MSAA is not for edge aliasing. Actually, it's not too bad. Okay, I'm going to keep it like that for now. I don't know. It's part of a retro indie aesthetics nowadays. What is aliasing? I'm fighting that. I'm actively fighting aliasing. Borty, are you still with us? I want to show you that aliasing is pretty much entirely fixed in game, which I'm really happy about. So the solution was a bit of everything we talked about last week. You remember the wrong room. Computing room. That's loud. You remember that cabinet was completely aliased. Now it's entirely fixed. The reason why is a bit of everything we talked about. So the light was too harsh. It was feeding your cat, but within earshot. I totally get it. When it's time to feed my cat, I go and feed my cat thing. So see, perfectly clean, no aliasing, especially specular light. You know, it's quite clean. What I did is reduce the shininess or increase the roughness of that metal. I also made the light a tiny bit less harsh. Bet Helga for me. And what else have I done? So that was those were two big components. And what else? I did something else. Forgetting now. Something that was important. Steffi helped me. I mentioned it earlier. I forgot what it is. But anyway. Looking. And so yeah, light, aliasing. The specular on the light I tweaked as well. Just made it a bit more soft in general, you know, so it's not as harsh. Oh yeah, and the bevels in the models. That's the third thing I was looking for. So I had 2mm bevels, which is not a lot, but it's accurate with the model more or less, and with like how stuff were chamfered back then. I increased it to 3mm. You change the bevel size. Thank you, boss. You're the best boss. Boss is the best boss. Hey Abo, welcome. Can I make multiplayer games in Godot like peak and content warning? Can you make multiplayer games in Godot? Yes, definitely. Thanks, boss. So yeah, those 3 components together fixed it. Look at that. This is like, it's great. Looks super smooth. It is still shiny. Reflects light. It's great. It looks so much better than before. Thank you. So smooth. Yeah, right? I also made the light a bit brighter. Overall, I added fill lights everywhere so that no corner is completely dark. And I increased the radius of those lights. They're still spotlights, but they're a bit wider than before and a bit softer. And their shadows have a bit more blur as well. It's just a bit more soft. I figured this room doesn't need to be like the most atmospheric room in the game, and I need a bit of a change compared to everything that's so dark, especially on deck 2. Like, you get out of this room, it's like everything is so dark and moody. You don't want that when you get here, otherwise it becomes just same everywhere. You know, you need to break the pattern from time to time. Yeah, that's the room. So chat, do we want to fix that? Let's have another look. What do we want to do about this? Is it good as it is? Am I fighting over tiny problems that are not really problems? No, I can see it. It's still there. Damn it. Will I put poster and instructions on the walls and deck? Yes, I will. It's not gonna be completely empty. You're gonna have stuff, especially in the computer room, so you know how to operate it. And also, like, each deck is gonna have like signs indicating where is stuff, you know, so you know, like, you can find your way, because the ship is quite big. It's actually about 50 meters by, I don't know, it's big. Ship. If we do top view. Yeah, so, come on. Yeah, 40, 45 by, oh, that can't be that much. What's the scale of that grid? I don't know what scale this is. Oh, it's big. If you want good quality, you want to tackle that aliasing issue. Yeah, I know. If it's gonna bother you, you gotta fix it, or you'll think about it forever. Yeah, I'm you know me, Borty, I'm never gonna release a game if I'm unhappy about something like that. Never. It's Among Us. Is it that bad? Is it that bad? I mean, I can see it, but is it Among Us? Is it that bad? Let's play it again. No making me doubt. Oh, it's okay, the ship. That does look pretty blurry. What does look... I'm so confused. Kudai, what do you mean? What does look blurry? Space? The spaceship? Borty, the aliasing is not very bad at all. Not from my perspective as someone who just plays games, not makes them. Yeah, I guess. The problem is with aliasing here is that it breaks immersion for me. It reminds me this is a video game and this is 3D rendering and this is, this is an artifact. And then it completely breaks the illusion of I'm into space and this game invites me to. Oh yeah, the specular aliasing looks blurry. The blurriness, I don't know when you joined, but the blurriness is actually some rim light that mimics the layer of atmosphere that I made. Where is it? Here. You can actually see it here very clearly. That edge is mimicking the atmosphere on the planet. You can see it here quite well. So if that's the blurry part, I'm okay with that. That's actually intentional. What I'm not okay with is the aliasing with the light, the specular. Yeah. I'm gonna give it one more go because I'm stubborn. I really want to fix it. I'm gonna get back to this, and I'm gonna do it by steps. I'm gonna try and be smart about it this time instead of just eyeballing it and hoping to find something good. I need to be able to zoom out more than that. Okay. So how did I do it? I took the camera, pasted it. That's the initial view. And then I want to, okay, so let's do it in local view of the camera. Or are you looking at camera? Okay. I think I know a pretty good fix. Take off your glasses. Thank you. Just, just apply a blur effect on the entire screen. Call that, a creative effect. Don't mind my very tired and stupid brain. Can you point the aliasing on the planet again? Yeah, I can. The best way to do it. Oh, wait, you mean in the editor or in game? What do you mean? You should definitely still fix the aliasing. I just wanted to give a different perspective on how glaring it is or not. Yeah. It just takes off the glasses natural. MSA. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what did you want? Huday, do you want me to show you in game? In game, okay, in game. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a screenshot so I can zoom in. So this is fine. That's the thing. Up until here, I'm quite happy with it. Even here, that's still fine. No problem. I'm gonna take one here. And one here. Okay. So let's have a look. So we have this one. So you can see it here. And I mean, it is fine, like pretty much everywhere, except where the backlight becomes so thin that it's like you can see specular aliasing, right? Here, like this is very clearly aliasing. That's ugly. That's really ugly to me. I really can't have it like that. And it's just a matter of the light being, like the direction of the light, just being very problematic for the real-time renderer, you know. So that's one. Next one is this. It's all over the place. Oh my. Oh, that's great. Really good. And you know what? I'm wondering if, could it be my clouds? Where is it? Clouds. Yeah, they're gone. I'm gonna try without the clouds, see what it looks like. Nah, same. Yeah, same. Even worse. Okay. Okay, so no. In times like this, I think I pray or look at how other games handle our issues. Most games would use a skybox and call it a day, you know? Uh, is enough? Yeah, that's gonna be enough. But no, we're not gonna do that. So to learn, yeah. I know. But it's just, I mean, I know the solution to the problem. It's just I need to think about how to get the animation that I like and that doesn't show artifacts. You know, we had one. I just thought it was boring, but the artifacts were gone. And you just need to have the light always coming at like a direction that is not too steep, so that it's not completely backlit, so that there's no rim light issue. That's it. But at the same time, I want it to look interesting, and not the problem with the previous version was it was looking great, but it was boring, and it felt like the camera was rotating just for the sake of rotating, right? Just so that I could put the star exactly where I want it to land. While this version looks natural. And I'm not sure how to get there. So I guess it's more like a creative problem than a technical one. Because technically I know how not to show any aliasing here, you know? I don't want to trigger that angle. Exactly. I don't want to. Let me show you. So you have planet. You have sun. And you have camera. If you place the camera like here, the light is going to be like this, right? Let's say the camera is here. So you're like barely touching it, right? And this is where you're just pushing it a bit and you're making the engine struggle, right? That's what you want to avoid. So if I could get it to look good, but have it like this. Wait. This angle would probably be enough, right? Because now the camera is looking at, let's say that's its field of view. Let's imagine this is 50 degrees field of view of the camera. This is fine, right? It is partly backlit, like some of that is going to be in shadows, but that's fine. Then you're not going to have any issue. what you want to avoid is the camera ending up like this. Basically an eclipse, right? That's what you want to avoid. You don't want to be, I see, what I see is hugging circles. So basically that's what you want to avoid. And the problem is the camera was doing something like doop and rotating and making like crazy movements to make that star land exactly where we want on screen. Which is great, but I also want it to look good. So, I mean, with aliasing, I don't want any aliasing. And I also, I would like to see a bit more of the planet being lit. So let's get back to this. So camera. We said, let's do top view. We said, like it does you something like that. Basically a big traveling, right? Like this, and it's also rotating. But I don't want to lose I want to keep the planet in sight at all times, right? If I do front view. Now if I move like this, could move down a bit. Trying to be a bit more precise about this. And something like that. Okay. And at that point, I need to rotate. I'm going to do front view again. And not the other way around. Okay. Top view. It looks like I can do it by just... This was probably too much. So like this. Like this. Maybe move it. Okay. Top view again. Do it locally. Rotate. No way. Ah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I'm way, way, way too far away. Otherwise, this is a cool view. I like that. Transform. Okay, so a bit more than that even. Like twice as much. Would that be cool? You see a rat eating cheese. With my drawing, I know my drawings are amazing. You're welcome. Like, is that a cool end shot? If we end like this, is cool? Did you win? You passed the psychology test. I guess. We've got ads in 2 minutes. I'm gonna snooze them because I want to test this. Okay, so I'm gonna take a screenshot and we're gonna try this. I'm trying to be a bit more methodical this time. Hopefully it's gonna pay off. Let's make that camera not current. It's already not current. And animation player. Let's apply that to our real camera. So we end at minus 314 like pi, minus 350. And woo, this is far away. The galaxy far, far away. 8 minus 1.1 and 81.8. Okay. Looks great. That star is not looking good. Not looking good at all. Moving way too much on the z-axis. And why do I hate that rotation? No, that doesn't work. Doesn't work. Can you share a link example of bad aliasing? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. So I need it closer. I'm just going to get further and further away. I think I'm going in the wrong direction again. I'm going to go back to 300 and see if I can get that. Yeah, like this. And maybe I need to rotate it like that. Okay, is that good now? Is better? Not sure. What do I need to do to fix this? I think there's something that I'm missing. Yeah, I think this could look good. Change this. Again, a bit more. Oh, come on. Okay, could this look good? Never mind, the link got flagged. What was it? Can you describe it? Oh, that's very, very far. Minus 2493. 840, 977. And 4.7. Minus 29. And 157.7. Let's try. Nah, that looks off immediately. Okay. Give up. Give up for today. I think there's something else going on that just makes me, that confuses me. I think it's the relationship, the distance between the star and the planet, although it looks good on screen, is completely off. You see what I mean? Like, the star is actually very, very close to the planet. Very, very close. Space 1, Nico 0. Yeah, pretty much. But that's okay. That's how we learn, right? Once I figure this animation out, I really do want to make a YouTube tutorial about the rendering of space, because I think I got something that looks quite good with not too much trouble. I mean, it's a couple of shaders. It's not the end of the world, really. I'm gonna get rid of that stuff I changed because I don't like it. And like, I think that looks good and quite convincing. So I want to make a tutorial about this. I think that would be good. Search, they really need to do something about the anti-aliasing Dead by Daylight. First result. I will do it off stream, just in case. But I will. Okay. Okay. I still think I learned something tonight. Which is that this relationship is completely wrong and I need to fix it before I can get the result that I want to get. I think that's the problem. And I don't think I will be working on this tomorrow night. Either I can fix it quickly tomorrow or I will just keep it as it is for now and move on. Yeah. Okay. Let's find a channel to raid. Let's find a channel to raid. Should we do Godot again? Blender? No, that's not what I wanted to do. Who do we have? Making a game in 10 days live. Day 3. Ooh, that sounds fun. Hudai, thank you for being here tonight. I will be streaming again tomorrow, same time, and I hope to see you again. That looks cool. I'm gonna raid that channel. Okay. Well, thank you. Good night. Goodbye, Mooncubes. Goodbye, everyone. Bye, Borty. Thank you for being here. Until next time. Well, tomorrow, boss. Next time is tomorrow. Same time.